I know I started this video out saying that it was a good day, and it still is. That's why I felt like I should talk about things. Because I felt like I could handle it. And I'm a little, I guess, lost in thought now, but I don't feel like crying. I just feel tired. It's so tiring thinking about all these things. Having to relive. Like I said already. It's just hard. Life is hard. I love my life, but gotta make myself miserable sometimes. Always waiting for the next shoe to drop. For the next betrayal. So much has happened to me. With my father, my exes, friends. I've lost a lot of people. I've pushed a lot of people away. I've been betrayed by a lot of people as well. But fuck it. You know, I'm still here. I'm still kicking. I still have a will to live. In fact, I have hope for the future. I have faith in myself. I'm 25. I've attempted to end my life twice. First time when I was 13, second time when I was 15. When my father found me on a dating website, I told him, no, you cannot have my passcode. And he punched me in the jaw. And I went to school with a bruise. But directly after, I just sat in the tub. You know, he had chased me upstairs and cornered me in the bathroom. And demanded that I give him my passcode, and I said no. He commanded. He yelled at me to look at him. So I looked at him, and I said no. And he punched me. And I didn't know what to do. I just sat down, started crying, and I gave him my passcode, because who the fuck cares at that point? You're okay with punching your child over a Meet Me account? I wanted to make friends. Like, how many more hints did you need that I was lonely? That I was alone, that I needed companionship, somebody to talk to. But all the times that I asked to talk to somebody, well, you can talk to me, I can't, though, because you're the issue, because you're a lot of my issue, not all, but a lot of. How can I talk to the person who spanks me about how it feels when a person spanks me? It would just make him angry. What would be the point? So he punches me, and I sit in the bathtub. And I won't get graphic, of course, because we don't need to talk about that. But I survived. I woke up. My dad was angry about the mess that I left in the bathroom. Didn't care about what the mess was from. Just that I had missed a spot. Just that I had not cleaned to his standards. And I went to school with bandages on my arm. And a friend saw. And he was so terrified. But in art class, he was terrified that I wasn't going to be his friend anymore. That I was going to be mad at him because he reported me. Because he saw the bandages. Asked me about them. And was worried about what I told him. CPS was called. I'm not really sure what happened after that, other than I was quickly put on a really low dose of Lexapro and put in mandatory therapy, which didn't last very long. He didn't want to pay the $30 or some odd dollars every session, and he stopped picking up my prescription after a few times. CPS stopped coming around. You know, that whole thing disappeared. But my issues didn't disappear. They're still here. I'm 4 years into therapy. I'm 3 years on meds. You know, consistent with a psychiatrist. I'm actually taking care of that. It wasn't just my family doctor prescribed. The guy didn't even think I needed stitches, and it took forever to heal. But, you know, I had always hoped that when I turned 18, that I wouldn't have to talk to my dad anymore. Well, he made that pretty easy. After him and my mom divorced, he was very scarce. He was already really scarce, you know, every time they split up and got back together. very in and out of my life. But I mean, kind of disappeared for a while. Then we'd start talking again. Then he'd disappear, and then we'd start talking. I met his new daughter. He got married, started having kids. I loved his wife. She's so pretty and she's really nice. And she's a great mom. She's such a great mom. Her little girl, she was so much fun to be around. And I saw a lot of my youngest brother in her, which made me really sad. I felt like he'd replaced us. Especially seeing how he treated her. Someone that wasn't biologically his daughter. He did adopt her, so it is his daughter, of course. But he cared so much for her. And it just... that love outshines my whole childhood. I was happy to see him treating her well, treating his wife well. But it made me so sad. It made me so bitter, because where was that when I was a kid? When we were growing up? Where was this guy for us? You know? I spent a little bit of time with them, getting to know his new wife and daughter. And I just got more and more sad, because how can we pretend to be happy and perfect and everything's great when my mom's at home miserable? My brother doesn't want to be there because he knows everything that he put me through. My brother hates my dad. And of course, my brother went through a lot with him too, but that's not my story to tell. But I couldn't be at my dad's with my brother and my mom, and it felt really wrong. I tried to just accept things, but it felt fake. And then he started talking about fights with his wife and issues that they were having with intimacy, and giving way too many details, like he did with my mom growing up. Telling me way too much about mom and about his girlfriends, about his sex life, about his friends' sex lives, about fights they've been in, about a lot. Way more than I should have known about. And then he'd say, but don't think that I'm gonna divorce her. Don't think that this means we're breaking up, or I'm gonna leave her, or anything. We're still strong. Then why are you complaining about it? Why are you... You're only driving me to do laundry so that you can complain. You can have somebody to talk to. That's all it was. Never wanted to do anything for me otherwise. God forbid you help your daughter and just have a good day. Spend time together, There's always free childcare. Which followed with his new daughter. Took us to Chuck E. Cheese for the first time in our lives, me and my brother. And I was a babysitter. Him and his wife disappeared and did some stuff together and had fun and all. And I was taking care of a hyperactive child. I liked her, but she wasn't my kid. I don't know how to control kids. I don't know how to get them to stay by you and be safe and not run out into strangers and talk to people and get into things. I don't know how to control kids. My dad yelled at me. My dad spanked me. I'm not going to do that, but I don't know what to do otherwise, so I just don't. Pick them up if they're somewhere unsafe, otherwise I don't know what to do. Hey, please don't do that. Hey, come back. Hey, behave. Please. And I just didn't know what to do otherwise, because I'm not trying to yell at kids. I'm not trying to spank them or smack their hands or smack their mouth or anything.